I don't know about this company. The trip last week didn't go well. They were supposed to pick us up at the airport, but no one was there, so we had to find our own hotel. It was awful.
That's surprising. They are usually conscientious. I wonder what happened.
I was grateful that I had changed money before I left, or we would have been stranded.
Like I say, that's really surprising. I've never had any problems.
I'm disappointed that Everest didn't accept our offer. I thought we were on to a sure thing.
The director over there thought it wasn't high enough. I guess they're looking for someone who can offer them more.
But according to our research, it was generous by market standards. I can't imagine who can afford to pay more than we were offering. I'm not impressed with the new receptionist. She makes mistakes all the time, and she still can't remember anyone's name.
Give her time. It's only been a month since she started.
But she's got 3 years previous experience, and the job is not a difficult one. It took Carla only 2 weeks to learn the job. I don't see why she's having such a hard time.
How would you like me to send this report to you? Shall I send it by mail, or do you need it in a hurry?
Well, since I'm just across town, how about sending it by courier? It'd be nice if I could see it before the end of the workday.
Fine, I'll call a courier. It'll be there this afternoon.
Great, I appreciate it.
I was wondering if you would be free on Friday. My flight leaves at 8. Could you give me a ride to the airport?
Yes, of course. You'll need to be there 2 hours before, so that's 6. We should probably allow an hour for traffic, so why don't I pick you up at 5?
That'd be great, if you're sure it's okay. I know it's very early for you.
It's no big deal.
Before you leave today, I'd like you to look over the schedule and let me know if it meets with your approval. I've tried to accommodate your requests.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you've put me on early shift next month. I hadn't expected that.
Well, Jeff has been complaining about being on early for so long, so I swapped things around. You might find you like it.
I'd like a non-stop flight from San Francisco to Austin on the 5th. What do you have available?
There are 3 non-stops daily. Triumph Airlines at 6:40 a.m. and 2:50 p.m. and Sonic flights at 9:40 a.m. Which would you prefer?
Well, I belong to the Sonic Flight's Frequent Flyer Club, so I'll take the mid-morning flight.
And would you like a window or an aisle seat?
Did you work on this report? I've just finished reading through it.
Yes, I did. Is there anything wrong? I spent the whole weekend trying to finish it, and I checked all the facts about 5 times.
Not at all, it's excellent, and I want to thank you for your hard work. It's obvious that you put a lot of effort into it.
Thanks. It's the first one I've submitted, so I was quite nervous about it.
I've been getting complaints from customers. What seems to be the problem?
It looks like the water has been shut off to this part of the city for the afternoon.
I see. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that, but we should put up some notices so people know what to expect. Lock the restrooms too.
Okay, I'll lock the restrooms and put signs on the doors.
I'd like to deposit this money and check my balance.
Certainly. Okay, including this deposit, your balance is $1,473.25. Have you thought of changing to an account with a higher rate of interest?
Well, do I have enough money for that? My balance usually drops to about $500 by the end of each month.
Oh, then perhaps you'd do better to keep your present account.
I would like to take a moment to welcome our new staff members. Jim Lewis comes to us from Park and Schieffer in Los Angeles. He specializes in international business investment. He speaks Chinese and Japanese and is learning Vietnamese. He will be a great asset to our clients interested in Asian business ventures. His wife, Wendy, from Richards, Dawson and McAdam, is a marketing expert. She was based for many years in Switzerland and is well versed in European marketing techniques. She has already taken on 2 of our more particular clients with ease. We look forward to working with both of them and welcome them to New York. For those of you taking business trips to LA, the Lewises know all the best restaurants there.
Here's your schedule for next week. You arrive at 8:15 on Monday morning, and the director will pick you up at the airport. He'll take you to the office where you'll have meetings all day. Monday evening is a dinner with the whole staff. It'll be a fairly informal affair, and it shouldn't go on too long. Tuesday and Wednesday will be spent touring the outlying sites with managers. Thursday, you can do interviews and compile your analysis. Your presentation is scheduled for Friday at 10 a.m. You have the afternoon off and you fly out at 10 p.m. on Friday night. I know it's very busy, but that's the best we could do. Anyway, I think it's better than hanging around with a lot of dead time. Mrs. Giles, we have you confirmed on Flight 67, departing from Hong Kong on the 30th of June at 7:30 a.m. with non-stop service to San Francisco. There will be 3 light meals served on this flight, and your request for the vegetarian option has been noted. We also have you confirmed on Flight 329 to Dallas, departing at 6:20 p.m. on the 30th of June, with a stopover in Phoenix. You must arrive at the airport to check in at least 2 hours before flight time. Carry-on luggage is limited to 1 item per passenger. Thank you for calling. Have a good trip, and thank you for flying international airlines.
Breaking news in the field of business. The leader in family restaurants and the leader in family entertainment are joining forces in a landmark alliance. The Singer Company and the Eatorama Corporation have reached an agreement to cooperate in advertising campaigns. The fact that both companies are leaders in their respective fields makes this deal of special importance. Worth about $8 billion, unnamed company officials say the deal has secretly been 5 years in the making, although rumors have been flying for the last 7 days. When the deal was announced 3 days ago, the marketing world celebrated. It has been alleged that their first campaign will feature top Hollywood actors Tim McRae and Joseph Frank.
The 8th annual Madison and Huntley Charity Walk will be held on Saturday, June the 29th. As always, all proceeds will go to the Boys and Girls Club and help to fund activities such as a summer camp and after-school care for underprivileged children aged 5 to 17. We're asking all employees who are interested in joining the walk to get a minimum of 3 sponsors to pledge no less than 10 cents per mile. The walk will begin at 8:30 a.m. at the plaza and wind for a total of 10 miles up the ski basin and back round to the river. All participants who register by May 1st will get a free t-shirt designed by top designer Sandra Mandini. Wear comfortable shoes and come ready to walk.
As the latest additions to the cheerful shopper family of employees, I would like to start by congratulating you on being accepted to our management trainee program. There was a lot of tough competition, but you beat over 4,000 other applicants to be chosen. The 10 of you will work very closely together over the next 4 weeks, working as a team. You may be here to train as managers, but every manager is still part of a team. That is one of the most important things to remember as a branch manager. Let's take a look at the schedule for today. We'll start by getting to know everyone. Then we'll look at the history of the company. After lunch, I'll explain the projects you'll be working on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pentacle Castle. Work to restore Pentacle Castle, destroyed by fire 3.5 years ago, will be completed in mid-2007. On schedule and under its $50 million budget. On August the 12th, 2002, fire burned through 11 main rooms in the southwestern wing of the historic castle. About 80% of the total costs will come from entry fees paid by visitors to Pentacle Castle, and the remainder from the government funds and private donations. One of our most generous sponsors has been the McDougall Construction and Engineering Group. They've been lending us construction workers and engineers, free of charge, to assist with the reconstruction of the rooms.
Check out Murray's Gardens for all your gardening supplies. Looking for something to brighten up those borders? Want something to tame those weeds? Chances are that you'll find just what you need at an affordable price at Murray's. We stock everything from seeds to lawnmowers to garden benches. Murray's has been in the gardening business for over 40 years, and our staff are all experienced gardeners themselves. They'll be able to advise you on growing flowers, fruit, and vegetables. They can provide full tutorials on just about every aspect of garden management and landscaping. For a limited time only, we are offering a free 5-pound bag of compost with every purchase. Come on down to Murray's, where the grass is always greener.
Today's seminar on money management will focus on the small adjustments you can make to your spending habits in order to save money. You'd be surprised how even the slightest change can save you a lot over the course of a year. First, you need a goal. What do you want to save money for? How much will you need to achieve that goal? Start working towards that goal. Do you buy sandwiches on the way to the office? How many of you buy takeout coffee on your way to work every day? Have you ever stopped to think how much that comes to in 1 week, in 1 month? This year, how much money will you have spent on something you could easily make at home for less than a quarter of the price?
Hi June, it's Alison. I know you're in a meeting right now, but I'd like you to call me as soon as you get back. I've just received the estimates from the caterers for next month's conference. They're all asking a lot more than we expected. I guess we have a couple of options, so I'd like to run them by you and get your feedback. We could look for a 4th caterer, but it's already close to the date of the conference, and there's no guarantee they'd be cheaper anyway. Or we could ask them to give us a less expansive menu with fewer dishes. Maybe we could get one with lots of bread or pasta so that people feel full. We could see how much that would cost. Let me know what you think.